Good morning, students. Today, I hope that you all are safe at your homes. I am going to discuss here the poem. Ninth class, I am making this video for class 9, and I am going to discuss their first poem, that is The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. I have already sent the text to you, so while watching my video, keep your text with you so that I could easily interact with you and you can easily understand whatever I am going to discuss with you today. So first of all, I am going to discuss the poet and the poet is Robert Frost. And Robert Frost is an American poet, a very famous poet who has written on simple things, but those simple things are highly insightful, means they have a deep insight in your lives. So first of all, I am going to discuss here the poem. So keep your eyes on the text of the poem. I have written the text of the poem on my copy and I am going to discuss it with you. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. So these are the opening lines of the poem, The Road Not Taken. Here, the roads are those choices which we have to make in our lives. We have to take decision. We are confronted with many situations where we have to make a choice and the result depends upon our choice only. Like for students, you have to make the choice that after class 10th, which stream you are going to opt, like for arts, science or medical. So that is the choice where you have to think and you have to very rationally make the choice, because the result will depend upon your choice. So here the poet is saying the two roads diverged. Here the roads is a symbolism. It is a symbol of life. It is a symbol of situation where we need to make some choices. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood means the writer or the poet had two options. The one he has to opt, and it's obvious that he is not able to travel on both of the roads. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. Yes, he is a single traveller, and it's obvious that a one person cannot travel on two roads. Means here he has to make a choice. So he stood there and he thought for a while. And he looked down as far one as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now, undergrowth means that the grasses or the trees, their shades. Okay, so the vision of the poet went there as far as he could see. Yes, now the second paragraph. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. So he took the less travelled by. He took the road that was less travelled by the people. Why? He thought that the other road was travelled by so many people, so he is going to make a choice on the second road because it was grassy and it wanted wear. Means that the road on which many people have travelled, it is clear. But the road on which less people travels, it becomes grassy. So he thought it wanted wear and he wanted to travel the less travelled by roads. So he made the choice of the second option, and that has made all the decision. And that has made all the difference. Okay. Those as far as that the passing there had warning, then really about the same. Okay, yes. Next, when and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden. Means when he started travelling on that road, he found that it was equally worn. Means both the roads were somewhat same. But at the beginning he could not make out this fact. But when he travelled on that road, he come to know about the fact that both the roads were mostly equal. They were equally worn out. So, though as far that the passing there had worn them really about the same. So when he traveled on that road for a while, he come to know that he had traveling he is traveling on the road where some people had already traveled. Oh, I kept the first one for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Oh, I kept the first one for another day. Means he thought that now he is going to make this choice and he will opt the first one when he will come back. Yet knowing that when you started traveling one road, it gives you the other way. Then it gives you the other way. It means it goes on. It is very difficult for you to return back from that road. Means if you are going to opt science stream after, so when you will do your 12th, then you will go for bachelor degree in science, then you will go for master degree. It means coming back from that point is not possible for everybody. So he just said that he is going to keep the other road for some other day. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Now I am going to discuss the last paragraph. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. Means when the poet will travel on that road and he will face this result. He will face the result, and the result is whatever the result is going to be, the poet is solely responsible for that result. His decision is responsible for the result, whether he is going to get success or he is going to get failure. If he get the success, then it's all right. Then he will tell other people that yes, I have chosen that field, that road, and now I got success. But if he gets failure, then also it is a lesson to other people. Then he will be telling it with a sigh that yes, ages and ages hence means before, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took the less travelled by. So that has made all the difference. Means that has given all the this result is being given. It is due to the choice made by the poet. So I think you all have understood the poem. One thing I am going to discuss here, one more thing, that is the poetic devices. First of all, I will tell you what is a poetic device or what is a literary device. So a literary device are the comparisons or it is like ornaments of the languages which these poets or the writers use to decorate their writing piece. So here the road not taken by Robert Frost. Here the road symbolizes our choices, our life. Some more these poetic devices are there, like metaphor. In your previous classes also you might have studied about metaphor or similes. So metaphor is a poetic device used to show the comparison between two similar things. The comparison that is shown between two similar things is that we compare the qualities of those things. Okay, we are going to compare the qualities. Like one example I am going to give here, that he is a lion in the battlefield, means that he is compared with the lion, but not his appearance is being compared with the lion, but his quality. The quality of that person is being compared with the lion, and lion is a symbol of courage. It means that person who is being compared with lion is a courageous person. So here road is compared to a fork, and it is also a comparison of life. Here road is compared with fork, and here fork means the diversion. Fork is like this, fork is like this. Two roads. So roads means two choices. So the roads is the choices. Yes. And then yellow woods. Yellow woods means the decisions taken during the hard times of your life. So this is also what? This is also a poetic device used by Robert Frost here. Then it has imagery. It has imagery. And what is imagery? Imagery means when the poet describes something, okay, with the help of words, it when you listen those words, you started your mind started making images. Like when I see road, yes, the image of the road flashes in my mind. When I say yellow woods, the dried up image of dried up forest flashes in my mind. So that is imagery. And then we have here repetition, and repetition like as, just as, fair. As, a is used means that vowel sound is repeated here. Vowel sound is repeated here. So here is repetition. Then like though, as, far as. The two roads diverged in yellow wood. Two roads diverged in yellow woods. The sound of D, D, D. Consonant D, D, D is repeated here. So here is a repetition. So while writing this poem in your textbook, you will write the poetic devices of this poem also. And I think you all have understood this poem. The theme of the poem is just that we are faced with such situations in our life where we have to make some choices, and the result depends upon our choice only. If we get success, it depends on our choice, and if we get failure, it also depends upon our choice made by us.